What's up, my friends? Boulder is looking absolutely incredible right now, and I want to take you on a little ride around town and show you all of the beauty and the awesome trees. But the most important thing about this video isn't actually the trees. It's the conversation that I'm gonna have with my new friend Jeffrey at Adventure Cycling. You all know Adventure Cycling. They create some of the best bike touring routes all over the United States. I'm gonna talk to him about what they're doing, some new projects, and how you can help them. Doesn't that sound cool? Okay, no more talking. Let's go. Jeffrey, how you doing, bud?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. So you drove up from Fort Collins, thank you.
Yeah, down, but yeah, no problem.
Down, up. I don't know where Fort Collins is.
You don't drive.
Yeah, I don't drive.
Yeah.
I don't know these things.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you say we get on bikes, go have some fun,
Let's
and
do it.
we're gonna learn a lot about the ACA, right?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Welcome to Boulder, amigo. Ah, it's so beautiful right now. This has been like one of the best autumns, falls here in Boulder in recent memory. The trees are just really looking great, and we haven't had any big windstorms like we usually do, so the leaves are sticking to the trees. How's it looking up at Fort Collins?
It looks really good. The only thing that I would say about Fort Collins is your mountains are like right on top of you, which I do love.
Right turn. Nice hand signal.
Safety first.
That's safety first, buddy. Quick left. Let's see that left hand signal. Nice. So I'm gonna take you on my favorite street in all of Boulder, 4th Street. It's beautiful. 4th. If I ever have some real huge viral hits on YouTube, this is where I'm gonna get a house. But I'd have to really have some serious viral hits.
Yeah.
There's a winner. Yeah. Woo! There's another winner right there. Yeah. All right, Jeffrey, that was 4th Street. What do you think?
It was good. It was beautiful.
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
Now we're at my other favorite street, Mapleton. Let's go ride down this road. Is Mapleton a winner?
Taking Mapleton over 4th.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
I like the tree tunnel vibe.
Yeah, the tree tunnel. Oh yeah, there's another winner right there. Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. Yeah. Okay, man, get your voice ready. You've been practicing? Ole, 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 ole. Okay, stop number 1, Boulder Creek. There is beautiful Boulder Creek. And there's Jeffrey. What's up, my man?
Doing good. I was hoping you would say there's beautiful Jeffrey, but
There is beautiful
that's
Jeffrey.
all right. There we go. Yeah.
So ACA,
Yeah.
you know, tell us what's going on and what you guys are working on this year.
Sure. Yeah. So Adventure Cycling, which I think you talked about a little bit, is known for our epic routes, right? You've ridden the Great Divide. You've ridden parts of the Southern Tier. What else have you ridden? I mean, you've got them all.
Oh, I've done a lot of the cross-country stuff, the West Coast ride, Pacific Coast.
Yeah, you're out there. So, that's what we're known for. And we have been serving the cycling community for more than 46 years in that long distance bike traveling, inspiring people to get out there and ride their bikes. And that is something that we call that like our bread and butter, right? Our bread and butter that we think about is what are our routes? What is the Adventure Cycling Route Network, which right now consists of over 55,000 mapped miles. So, I mean, we're really extensive throughout the U.S. But, while people are out there riding our bike routes, how do we keep them safe? So what partners can we make in the nonprofit, in the government world, at the state level to make sure that people out there riding their bikes are as safe as possible? And then I think that's something that maybe is a switch that we're making right now that people might not be super familiar with, is our goal to make, let me take a step back and just say, these epic routes are epic. They take a long time, right? So how do we make it accessible for people who can't take a month off of work? or don't have the gear or the knowledge to go out there and ride across country. They just want to get out there and ride their bikes. So we've got a new sort of focus, or a really strong initiative on getting emerging riders, we call them, from emerging riders to adventure cyclists.
And so you have like weekend routes and short stuff as well, right?
Yeah, so actually we just released 12 short routes, primarily in urban areas, primarily 3 to 5 nights. So quick, easy routes to get you out there bike packing, bike traveling, in your own backyard, to where it's not like this whole grand, expensive, really long-term thing. Everybody can get out there and ride their bike. And actually those short routes are available on our website for free. Yeah.
And I've talked a lot about my channel about distracted drivers and how it's kind of scary to be on the roads
Right.
these days.
Right.
What are you doing to help people feel safer?
Sure, I mean, we've got an entire department that is called, not to get into like our org structure, but we've got this whole routes department. And what does routes mean to us? It means making a high quality route, which includes everything from the quality of the maps and the resources that you're getting on it, to how do we make sure that those routes are as safe as possible. So we're partnering with state departments of transportation to get bike routes listed as USBRS routes. So that's the US Bicycle Route System. Once they're designated a USBRS route, they get that sort of, it's codified in the legislature of that state, so that there's funding for it, for the infrastructure, for safety, for signage, all of those things, to make sure that the people that are out there riding our routes are as safe as possible. And we always have people out on our routes giving us direct feedback saying, hey, this part was a little bit sketchy. Maybe right now there's some construction going on, or a bridge is out, or something like that. And we have a team of really responsive cartographers that are always updating and giving this feedback, oftentimes in real time, and that's digitally. And then, not all the time, because we can't just always update paper maps, but every several years we're updating the paper maps to make sure that they're as safe and up to date as possible with the current sort of road conditions.
Right on. What are some of the more popular routes?
The ones that we're most famous for, the Adventure Cycling Association started from the Trans Am route, the Transamerica route, right? So back in 1976, our founders decided, hey, let's ride for the bicentennial and ride across America. And with 4,000 other people, they got people to show up and ride across America on this sort of mapped route that they made, which now we know as the Trans Am, the Transamerica route, which has all of these different connectors, different routes that you can take across the country. And I'd say some of our more epic grand routes that you're definitely familiar with would be the Great Divide mountain bike route, which runs, all the way from the length of the Continental Divide from Banff, Alberta to Antelope Wells, New Mexico. So 55,000 miles of mapped routes and 50,000 members across the country. So, we're the nation's largest bicycling organization, and we're really trying to inspire people to get out there, ride their bikes, see the world from a different vantage point, and go for an adventure.
Wait, did you just say get out there? Did you steal my slogan?
Well, I was going to say to get out there with no crashies, no whammies, and no flatties, but we went with the get out there. Yeah.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna take you down the Boulder Creek path for a bit. We'll look at some beautiful trees, and then we'll stop and find another beautiful place to hang out.
All right.
And there, Jeffrey, is my high school, Boulder High Panthers.
Yeah, I was a Panther.
You were a Panther too?
Yeah, in Japan.
Right on. I love that school. Go Boulder High. Right here's the backside of the stadium. This is where we win all of our football games.
Kinda.
Go Buffs, kinda. Maybe in the 90s. That there is Mackey Auditorium. I took some classes there, photography. That's where I graduated from the journalism school. And this old building is the first building on the CU campus way back in the day, Old Main.
Going for the grass or going for
Let's
a
go for the grass. Let's just go hippie style, lay out in the grass.
Jeffrey, so you guys
Yeah.
are a nonprofit.
We are.
Yeah. How do
Yep.
you go about raising funds?
Yeah, so as a nonprofit, we've got a goal of certain income streams, of course, but we're kind of unique in that we've got a couple of different income streams. The most obvious one, of course, because we're a nonprofit, is straight up donations, and we have everything that you donate to adventure cycling is tax deductible from the IRS. So supporting us does support our impact work, the people that we're trying to get emerging riders out there to become adventure cyclists, like I said, keeping people safe on the roads. But we've actually got two other unique income streams that some nonprofits don't. One being our membership. So we can talk membership in a little bit, but yeah, membership is like $45 a year. So it's not a super expensive thing, but you get cool discounts. We have an awesome magazine, and just sort of getting involved in the adventure cycling community and some of the other perks of it. And then we've got a really cool system called the Cyclosource store, which you can get any gear that you need basically for bike travel through our store online. And you can be sure that you can trust it because we've got experts in-house. I mean, we know bike travel. It's sort of our thing. So we've tested it. We're not going to sell you anything that we don't use ourselves, and anything that you need from obviously our maps to gear to new tires. You need a new sweet vapor hoodie for the summertime, keep the sun off you. So
you got merch?
I mean, we've got merch. We've got it all. So yeah, we've got a couple of different income streams.
So the goal is to get more people on bikes.
Right.
How are you doing that?
So to get those emerging riders to become adventure cyclists, we've got a whole array of programs, but a couple that I'll talk about. The one and probably the most direct form of support that we have for people is what we call our stipends. We've been calling it our Bike Overnights program, but really what it is these mini grants, these stipends to get people who have a really strong desire to get out there and adventure and travel by bike, who don't necessarily have the skills or the bike, or you need camp food and a camp stove and anything that you might need to get out on the bike, and really making it possible for these people to go out and become adventure cyclists. So, a couple years ago we started this with like $3,000 worth of mini grants and stipends, and this year in 2023 we'll be supporting cyclists with more than $50,000 worth of those stipends and mini grants to get as many people out there riding their bikes as possible. So that's a really direct form of support. We also have engagement rides, community events like Bike Travel Weekend, Bike Your Park Day, which are sort of national events that we do partner with other organizations and just get as many people out there riding their bikes on those days as possible. Sharing their photos, tagging us in it, and making sure that everybody's just out there, psyched to ride their bikes. And then the third one is really trying to be a resource for folks who want to become adventure cyclists or want to get out there and travel by bike. So, across the country, in different cities and different towns across the country, we partner with bike shops, we partner with breweries, or really any sort of community event or engagement center where we can bring people together and say, hey, come out here and do a Q&A with our friend Ryan Van Duzer. Learn how to pack a bike for bike travel. To learn how to make your tires tubeless if you want to go tubeless, anything like that. Those skills and those hard skills that you need to be able to, lube your chain, fix your chain, maybe not you, Ryan, but to be out there and be able to travel out there by yourself confidently, safely, making sure that everybody is ready to go and has the support that they need to go out there and ride their bike.
That's so amazing.
Yeah.
And what kind of success have you seen through all this?
So last year alone, we engaged over 2,500 emerging riders or novice riders. So obviously, I said we have 50,000 people. We're supporting tens of thousands of people riding our adventure cycling route network every year, which is, I don't have the data right now necessarily, but it has to be millions of miles ridden. And then we also have this really specific focus on these novice riders, the entry-level riders who want to get into this community. And last year alone, like I said, we served over 2,500 of them with these direct grants, helping them get on their bikes, helping them meet other people who they can travel with. Community events, Bike Travel Weekend, so all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I think that we're seeing a great return in this year. Like I said, we're just trying to invest even more into this so that we can get more people out there on their bikes.
And right there, that is where I live. That was my dorm, Farrand Hall. I lived here for 2 years. I was actually an RA for my second year. I loved it. I loved living in the dorms. Woo. Ole, 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 ole. You're getting the hang of it, brother. The south side of Boulder definitely has the better views, but I'm a no-bow guy for life. but I do enjoy coming up here. I mean, check it out. Okay, I think this is a pretty good spot to chat. What do you think?
Good, yeah.
It's a winner.
It's a good view.
Oh, it's such a beautiful day. I love this planet.
Love it.
How about you?
Yeah, love it. I mean, look at this dog out here chasing geese.
Yeah, look
Checking
at
out
him
the
go.
Flatirons.
Look at him go. He's having a great time. Everybody's loving this park.
It has been a beautiful day. You have nearly changed me to a big fan of Boulder. We'll see on the way back. I'll be an official fan.
All right, sounds
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
man. Yeah, so, you know, you get people on bikes.
Yep.
Bikes are good for the environment.
They
we
are.
all want to preserve Mother Nature and all the beauty.
Yep.
What are some of the things that you're doing?
Yeah, so I mean, you know, one thing that we always say in adventure cycling is one of the most climate-friendly ways to see the world, and to be quite honest, the way that you can interact with the world and see more and do more in the world with a slower pace of travel is through bike travel. And our goal is to make it as easy as possible for anybody out there who wants to get involved in bike travel. You know, I know you told me, Ryan, that you get emails every day saying, hey, how can I do this? How can I do that? And you say, I don't know, go to adventurecyclist.org. Mm-hmm. They've got the resources, they've got the maps, they've got the gear that you need and everything that is going to get you out there and out the door. And we're trying to make it as easy as possible for people to get out there, travel, see the beauty of the world around us in a climate-friendly way.
Yeah, and let's talk about memberships. How
Yeah.
can we help? How can my people help you?
Yeah.
Come on, Team Duzer. This is your chance.
Get out there. Yeah, so actually, you can, so I mean, we've got, of course, memberships. The membership does come with perks. Normally it's $45 a year, but for anybody who clicks on the link in this video, I don't know if you like to say that.
Yeah.
We've got a 50% off code, so you can go and get your roughly $22.50 for a year membership. And you know, you get all kinds of great stuff. You get a subscription to Adventure Cyclist magazine, which is only available to the members, which is, you know, we have amazing articles written by the top names in bike travel, like Leo Wilcox or potentially Ryan Van Duzer, to, you know, everyday people, members submitting, you know, editorials and op-eds and those sort of things. So hearing from the whole community of adventure cyclists and bike travel, you get discounts on all of our maps, which include paper maps and GPX files. So however you want to go old school, you want to go new school, we've got you covered there with discounts. Free shipping on our Cyclosource store, and you know, we've got so many great corporate partners and sponsors who also are giving discounts to our adventure cycling members. So there's a lot of perks, you know, as well as just getting involved with the community, an ability to meet new people. We've got message boards for members like, hey, I'm in Colorado, I'm in Boulder, you want to go for a ride today? I'm going to do the Boulder Weekender Loop, who wants to join? And find some other adventure cycling members near you.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
And you mentioned corporate partners.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna talk about that towards the end of this video. We are towards the end. I'm gonna talk about at the end of this video about Atmos, this amazing bank where they put your money towards climate-friendly solutions, right?
Yep. All
And
climate positive.
All climate positive.
Not even carbon offsets. It's carbon prevention. So the carbon never even enters the atmosphere whenever you're banking with them.
That's so cool.
And where they're putting your money for those renewable energy infrastructure, all kinds of great climate infrastructure.
Jeffrey, I can't thank you enough for coming to Boulder and hanging out and talking to my people.
It's been amazing.
My viewers are going to love this video.
Yeah, it's been amazing. Thank you for having me.
Yep.
And I have a surprise for you. I'm going to take you to a place and get you a very special burrito.
I'm psyched about it.
Because you can't ride bikes without burritos. Oh yes, look at that. 2 Duzeritos. You excited?
I am. Yeah, let's do it.
I've accomplished a few things in my life, but this right here, the Duzerito at the Walnut Cafe, makes me the most proud. It's really tasty. It's vegetarian, a lot of beans, of course, and $1 from every burrito goes towards Dana's foundation. You all know Dana, to get kids on bikes. So if you ever come to Boulder, come to the Walnut Cafe and get yourself a Duzerito. Where'd the burrito go, man?
We've been here for like 8 minutes and it's gone, man.
It's
It
gone.
was good, yeah.
All right, we're gonna get on our bikes now and go back home, and then I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about Atmos Banking and what they're doing to support adventure cycling. Okay, I've mentioned Atmos Financial a couple times already, but here's their story. They're pretty much the coolest bank on the planet, and that's what they do. They help save the planet. They offer checking and savings accounts for people looking to align their money with the climate. All funds go towards shifting massive amounts of capital to climate infrastructure. Here's some examples. Their impact so far has prevented 28 million pounds of carbon from entering the atmosphere. Whoa! By funding renewable energy around the country, every dollar avoids the emission of 1.85 pounds of CO2 a year. And you get 5% cash back on sustainable brands like Priority Bicycles and my favorite eco bike bag company, Green Guru. And there are tons more of your favorite brands, so check out their website. You get 2% savings rates and no fees or minimums on any of the Atmos accounts and unlimited free ATM withdrawals, remote check deposits, and a whole lot more. Again, check their website for an entire list of all the cool things that they do. Your money is FDIC insured up to $250,000, and the bottom line is that their goal is to provide permanent, positive environmental and societal impact by shifting money away from activities that directly harm our planet towards those that help preserve it. So amazing. We're talking renewable energy, energy efficiency overhauls, electric transportation, green construction, and regenerative agriculture. And check this out. This is the good part. For you, if you sign up using the link below, Atmos will give $25 to Adventure Cycling. Win, win, win! Now, to be clear, this video isn't sponsored by Atmos. Not in the traditional sense, anyway. You know that I don't do very many branded deals. And the reason is because I don't want my channel to turn into a place where I'm constantly selling you things, other than selling you the great outdoors. Although Atmos is certainly the type of company that I would align with, they are saving the planet and I love these types of companies. But anyway, they did offer to pay me, but I instead had them give that money to Adventure Cycling. And I'm not saying this to brag, maybe I am a little bit, but just by watching this video, you're helping Adventure Cycling to get more people on bikes. So please share this video far and wide and subscribe. Whew, that was a mouthful. Thank you so much for watching this video. It means the world to me that you enjoy my content, and stay tuned for more fun stuff. And don't forget, links below to join Adventure Cycling, to join Atmos, and to join my Patreon. Ding, ding. See ya.